for that. Yeah, that'd be all right. Dude, imagine the media pulling up clips. So, Guru, you said this at a thing once. You want to clarify your comments on a live stream about 109 countries? What? What? Did I say that? 109 countries? Irene. What did I say about 109 countries? I mean, come on. Thank you for the two. Gastelum smokes Paul. Nah, you don't. But I think Gastelum should go to Ateba Gutierrez next. That should be his punishment. Which 205er do you think would be the best at kissing? Here we go. Impression of Black Unk talking about boxing. Boxing's been dead since Ali and Frazier. George Foreman beat these people's ass. Y'all don't know about prime George Foreman. Walking forward like he shit his pants. George Foreman had a crazy style, y'all. George Foreman looked like a giant baby. Walking around like a giant fat baby with a big old head. Couldn't put him down for shit. There were they do 190 pounds throwing punches against him. Couldn't put him down for shit. 6'1", 200 pounds. He was eating them punches like Tic Tacs. Walking around like a big old fat baby in the ring. Throwing punches at half speed, slow motion moving around. Y'all don't know about George Foreman. Any of these current boxers today got a grill named after him? I don't even think so. I ain't trying to hear it, y'all. Now get back doing my fade. I'm trying to look fresh for my hope. Sorry, I'll stop. Enjoying your own company is based. Eat up, Pigger. True, I'm getting back to it. Someone clip that. You're not, though. I don't know about Shamil. Also, Charles Oliveira versus Arman could have been a 29-28 either way. Yeah, it was a split decision. It was a proper split decision. Talk about JDM like Black Unks talk boxing. What, in my voice or in a Black Unk voice? JDM different, y'all. He got different hands, y'all. He's slow as well. He kind of slow, but somehow it worked. That crazy, y'all. He robbed Kevin Holland, though. Yeah, I always see those comments like he robbed Kevin Holland. He did not rob Kevin Holland, man. He did not rob Kevin Holland. I chat, yes or no, I see a JDM edit and I go, a JDM edit in this economy? This is going to be great to watch. I open the fucking thing and it top comment. Robbed Kevin Holland, though. Basil Hafez won that fight. Shut the fuck up! It hurts me, man. Fuck. You look less ginger at this setup. I'm not that ginger, to be fair. Thank you for the 19. Only when the light hits it, like the sun, some like sunlight. Did you see it to Furia? I think he might. I feel like Ilya is the type of guy to do something like, I don't want to talk about this. I know you guys want to fish for headlines and all of this, but it's none of your fucking business. So any questions about that are not gonna get fucking answered. All right. Something like that. He'll have one of those moments at the media there. I know you guys are going to ask questions about this, but I don't want to talk about it. You're gonna get me crazy, and this is gonna make it too big to be true. So let's not fish for headlines or talk shit or crazy rumors or nothing. So this is what it is. It happened. Get over it. No questions. If you ask me a question about this, I'm gonna fucking leave. Something like that. I don't even want to talk about this shit. Why you bring up this shit? No, you tell me. What's going on with your girlfriend? What's going on with your wife? No, come on. You want to ask me about this? I ask you about it as well. I can also ask questions. He's also going to do that. I'm the journalist. I'm the one answering questions. Well, I also like to ask questions. What, you going to do something about it? Something like this. And I bet you anything he would do something like that. I also like to ask questions. What, you gonna do something about it? You're not. One of you is gonna do nothing. Something like that. I can also ask questions. Yeah, that's such a classic Ilya line. I can also ask questions. This is the problem with you Western media. You ask questions, you interrogate, you want to provoke, you want me to say something. Well, I'm not going to play your game.
Remember, you are here working for me. I am the one who gives you the news. I am the one who gives you the headline. Guru, do you have a significant woman in here? What the fuck did you do, Rizla? She's lesbian. I'm being serious. Literal loophole. No, I'm not a Rizla, dude. Basically just a Puss in Boots impression. Exactly, yes, it is a Puss in Boots impression. Tom got a new set of veneers. Tom, don't let them get you on the self-hatred shit, man. His teeth weren't even... Oh, they were pretty bad, though, I think. Digging the camera quality? Thanks, man. I appreciate you, brother. With a good background, I think it'll be proper. Like the sun, some like sunlight. Did you see Lucin Keita's post on Pitbull? Didn't he say something like, all this talking about ranked opponents, but you were scared about 1 kg or something like that? Lucin Keita, let me just break it down for you. I was big on the Lucin Keita hype train, yeah? You're not in the UFC. You've done nothing in the sport of MMA. I was big on the Lucin Keita hype train. You're not even in the UFC. You've done nothing in the sport of MMA. You've won some regional fights. Comparatively to Pitbull, you've done nothing in the sport of MMA. You were given Pitbull in your UFC debut, a ranked opponent in your UFC debut. Patricio Pitbull took that fight with you on short notice, knowing you weren't even ranked, knowing you weren't even in the fucking promotion, knowing you didn't even have a single UFC win, knowing it did nothing for him. He flew to Paris, France, a neighboring country to where you had success. Basically a home field advantage for you as well. And you didn't even have the fucking discipline to make weight for that fight. Shut up. All of the shit that was handed to, and Pitbull did. And he didn't and you know what? Pitbull was probably like, fuck this guy, man. I did all of this. I took the fight. I flew across to his side of the woods, his neck of the woods. I'm the legend. I shouldn't even be fighting Lucin Keita right now. I'm coming off a win over Dan Ige. I should be looking for a ranked opponent. You're not in the UFC. All of that shit. He took it on 2 weeks' notice. Can't even make weight. And then you have the audacity to stand there and say, you're not going to take it even though, what, just a couple pounds of weight and you're not going to take the fight? Yes. Fucking hell, man. I've never understood his argument now. Jesus Christ. How much more shit did you have to have handed to you? You know how giving that was of Pitbull to even give the opportunity, and you still spat in his face by not making the weight? It's disgusting. I saw that on Twitter. It pissed me off. I met JDM at WWE. Were you watching? Yes, I was watching. I don't know who JDM at WWE is, though. I don't watch WWE. Pound for pound gayest fighters in the UFC. Jones is number 1. That's true. Rampage telling Raja his Asian sons are his favorite. Hip, 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 hip. Man, Raja, this is why my Asian son's way better, y'all. They just be jerking it to anime and shit. Trying to kill people. Hit, 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 hit. Thank you for the 2. Black Unk suggestions to nerf Luka and Jokic. Yeah, we gotta change the rules of the game, y'all. These Euroball guys ruining the damn game. Is it fair to say DJs are casual, knowing fighters? I think most people are casuals compared to me, chat. That's not fair. He definitely knows the sport and he's a fucking world champion. How would you honestly feel if your parents became such regulars in the stream, they started to call you Pig, Piggy, MS? What did my dad call himself the other day? Daddy Pig or some shit like that? It was something along those lines. Papa Pig or something like that. I can't remember. My dad sometimes does linger in the live chat, yeah. My mum does some. My mum watches the Mighty Guru show. My dad watches some videos that aren't predictions and recaps. But he called himself Daddy Pig or something like that. Like I'm Peppa Pig or something, you know? So he does make some jokes like that. I told you about the time ages ago where I was in the kitchen. Well, you know? I was in the kitchen once cooking at home when I was over their house. And he walked into the kitchen and said, Hello, hello. It's only the youngest rabbi in the UK, or something like that. All right, it's only the youngest rabbi in the UK, something along those lines. So he knows the memes, you know, the original memes. Anyway, I'm in my bear. I recognise the dono. I'm just reading other stuff and spending time reacting to donos. I'm sorry, I'm not speeding all the way through them. Is your dad Billy the Butcher? He is. He actually is. He isn't all the time, but let me tell you this. Real ones know. When my dad answers the phone to someone, he is Billy the Butcher. All right? That's genuinely how he answers the phone. All right? Hello? Like, he's an old geezer. He's an old London geezer. Proper Billy Butcher. Hello, hello? He'll do stuff like that. Hello, hello? He'll say stuff like proper, like, typical London geezer language. Hey, Guru, I need some motivation for a 5-kilometer run. Ooh. Just run. You know when you're exhausted, you can't think of anything. Which is actually really good, because when you think of things, you become enraged and filled with hate. So being exhausted means you can't think. So it's actually the perfect cure. Because when I think of things, it makes me hate and filled with rage. So I think that's the best way. Because when you're exhausted, you don't really think about any of that. So yeah, just get exhausted, bitch. That's the move. Hopefully Gaethje has given up on his stupid idea of retiring if no title shot. But he might get it. He might get it. The brightness isn't all the way up. I'm very pale, chat. You know that, right? The brightness isn't like crazy up there. I am very pale. There's lighting, of course, but you need to have lighting or you won't be able to see anything. But it's like dimmed lighting. Like I'd have no vision by the Cyclops with the ego problem. Yeah, I might do some edit where he has one eye or something. That could work for sure. So many fraud checks this year. What fraud check on this card was there? Montel Jackson, I guess. Dude, Montel Jackson, not... I don't understand how you're a pro fighter for that long, but you don't have it in you to attempt to win. You know? It is very weird. Oh my God, I got attacked by a hive of fucking ladybirds today. I didn't realize they were literally attack helicopters for insects. I didn't realize it at all. I did not realize it at all. They are legitimately attack helicopters of insects. I didn't realize how bad and pesty they can be. I've only ever seen one ladybird before, or ladybug, whatever you guys would say. Today I was hit by a swarm of them. They were trying to get in. It was scary. Ladybird, ladybug, ladybird. Same, we call them ladybirds in the UK. We need more Ghibli fights. I miss the stench. Thank you for the 9 months. We do. Yeah, I haven't smelt him in a while. You know what I mean? I'm starting to lose my sense of smell around Anshul Ghibli. Anyway, his entries are a lot better. So I think he would get down Max and sub him early. Jam loves. People forget, man. Thank you for the $2. It's a great saying. It really is. Shout out to my second favorite Jew, MMA Guru. I'm not Jewish unless I get in trouble for something, in which case I am. Oh, good. How would Conor have done against Khabib if he didn't break his toe? It's not about if he didn't break his toe. I think that version of McGregor wouldn't have beaten Khabib. I do think McGregor could have beaten him if it was the Khabib that fought Al Iaquinta and the McGregor that would have been on like a 5-month turnaround after the Alvarez win. I think he could have chinned him there. So I would have loved to have seen McGregor fight Khabib before the boxing move for a year or 2. Wasn't it 2 years that he did the boxing move for? If he would have just stayed in that mode, I reckon he could have got Khabib. But then Khabib made big improvements as well once he hit championship level. Guru, strippers and coke arc when? Never, man. No, never strippers and coke. That's not really my thing. Drew, would you rather train BJJ or boxing? I'm doing MMA and boxing at the moment. Yes, if I agree. One thing I was shocked by is that Moicano was rooting for Gamrot, but then I remembered he trains with him, so that's that. Thank you for the 5. Still hysterical when Aljo recognized you? Yes. That was good. Thank you for the 2. At least in video form. He hasn't seen me in real life, but yeah, what was the what else was I gonna say? Charles Oliveira submitting Gamrot on a week and a half's notice, way more impressive than Islam Moicano. Aljo recognizing me. The funniest moment, chat, of like an interaction between me and a fighter, in my opinion. Obviously, Moicano called me out in the UFC, which was a big thing and a huge deal. But when Josh Thomson had his phone up to his face like this, and he was playing the audio of me doing the Chandler's Kids impression. That is the hardest I've ever fucking laughed. In the video, I didn't laugh as much. But when I first saw that, before the video was made, and I made my response to it, I was laughing so fucking hard, man. He was genuinely furious. Like... And it's such a weak joke.
A dad should be. I wanted to say that I'm going to play apparently what Guru said. This guy.
Chandler's Kids and Chandler. You know, sometimes kids, you just got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and, you know, it's really the learning that we do as we fail. Hey, man, shut your mouth, man. We ain't trying to listen to that shit right now.
He's listening to the impression now.
That's Chandler's Kids and Chandler at home. Come on, kids. I mean, sometimes it's the journey that makes us who we are, right?
Turn that off.
Shut your bitch ass up, man. We ain't trying to listen to you right now, man. You damn crack. Give it 10 years. That'll be accurate. Analyst, Kids, and Chandler. You know, sometimes.
Good guy.
You know? And Josh Thomson was so angry, but John McCarthy was trying not to laugh. You know? It was so strange. That was the funniest thing. I was dying of laughter when I saw that. Fat John pretended to be mad. I know Fat John. Big John pretended to be mad. But he looked like he was trying not to crack up at some point. When I did, gee, man, come on. Man, shut your bitch ass up, man. And then John McCarthy went, come on. And he kind of looked off to the side. And Josh Thompson's like this, holding the phone up. That was fucking one of the funniest moments, man. Turn that off. Yeah. Turn that off. Come on. Yeah, Big John McCarthy was a cop in like the fucking 80s, so. Sorry, did I go too far on a black joke, dude? What have you been up to in your prime, John McCarthy? I swear he was a cop, an LA cop in the 80s, so. Sorry, did I take it too far with a joke about black people, dude? I wonder what you've been up to, bud. It isn't a joke about his kids. It's like the dynamic. It's like the Jim Carrey meme with his black kids. It's like a dynamic of it. I didn't target them or name them or insult them. I just did a joke about the dynamic of like a white man growing up with black sons. It's like that's barely anything in my opinion. But yeah. Do you think Ilya will replicate Conor's downfall? No. Thank you for the 2. I don't think so. I think he'll continue. Seeing as all of his wins have aged really well recently, I think he'll continue. Impression of Leon stealing you impersonate a good singer. It's kind of how it works as well. Does last night make Arman look good or bad? Oh, not the best, but he did beat Oliveira, so it's a weird one. However, the guillotine was in. It's both, isn't it? It is both. But I was watching back the Oliveira-Arman fight in the build-up to the Oliveira-Gamrot fight. And the guillotine was in if not for his shorts coming down, man. That is a finished fight. He got triangled at the end of round 2. Locked in triangle at the end of round 2. Round 3, he had the Dash choke in on him as well. I know Arman did very well with the ground and pound and on the stand-up in some moments as well. But in every round 1, he barely escaped it because his shorts came down. 2 and 3, he only escaped certain subs because the round ended. I don't know how to feel about that. If you are saved by the bell, you should lose the round in a weird way. Unless you've committed a 10-8 on someone or really dominated them. You should just lose the round if you get saved by the bell. But never mind. One judge did give it to Oliveira, to be fair. Mark Smith is the real GOAT. Zero controversy. Mark Smith, yeah, he flies under the radar, but that's a good thing for a ref, right? Because the only time we really notice him is when they do shit. You working sprints into your cardio routine? I'm going to, yes. Thank you for the $2. I'm just waiting until my legs recover better from these squats and shit. Which will be soon, I hope. Impression of Jabli singing, I'm in love with a sleeper. I don't know what that means. Thank you for the 2. I don't know that song.